Deserve what? What does she deserve?
So what I'm trying...
Just answer the question. What does she deserve?
We can't ignore what Megan Thee Stallion has shown us. It just is what it is.
Actually, we can, because it has nothing to do with this.
Hold up. What we seen from Megan, she did get on Gayle King and lie. She has multiple public relationships. Megan, you've been in the spotlight and you don't like it, bro.
So
and
what I'm saying is, everybody that feels entitled to express themselves and you're doing it ignorantly and you're being a ass and a ass nigga about it. No, not that I don't. It's because you have a bitch opinion.
What's up, YouTube? JayBReacts back here with another video. Now today we got Mr. J Hill Network. It seems like with this Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion public breakup, men and women have become more divided, and it shows during this podcast. And just like most of the women who actually agree with Megan Thee Stallion, the co-host made herself look crazy and disingenuous. But I'll let y'all be the judge of that. Make sure y'all like the video, hype the video, comment below. Without further ado, let's dive into the content.
you was talking about, what about Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson?
Well, they broke up, guys.
Oh, we saw that.
Whoop-de-doo.
Whoop-de-do, bro. Whoop-de. But nah, bro, it was just one of the biggest think pieces that I've seen on social media since the nigga Navy.
Was it?
And what?
I mean, it
I
is.
promise
A lot
you,
of people
I
talk
didn't
about
see
it,
that
baby.
until today.
Yeah, a lot of people talk about it.
Everybody had an opinion. But I think it was more so of an opinion, not because of what happened, but how it happened.
Or who it happened to.
Facts.
That's really the issue, and that's what's pissing me off.
Right.
You think it's like a Megan hate train?
It is a Megan hate train. Niggas is conflating everything. What the f does the Tory Lanez situation have to do with this? What the f does her dating other niggas have to do with this? I see that.
He got his daughter at the podcast. It has everything to do with everything that has transpired and happened with her relationship, because your dating history does matter to the people that you are able to allow into your life.
Honey, you see me recording? Can we record, please? Can you go watch the show? Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. All right, go watch the show.
What?
Again, what the f does the Tory Lanez situation have to do with the breakup? What the f does her dating other niggas have to do with the breakup? What the f does her music have to do with the breakup? Everybody, it's like all the niggas that hate Megan decided, you know what? She deserved it. Ha, ha, ha. Yes, that's exactly what you get. And it's like, y'all are...
Also, I also want to say that it's crazy that he has his daughter at the podcast set up when this woman is cussing like a sailor. It's just crazy as hell.
Weirdos.
Yeah.
Because the big part of it is, this is where I feel like the accountability part. And I know you didn't see it, but I ended up watching the Joe Budden podcast today. And on the podcast, yet again, the only person on the pod that had sense was who?
It's kind of crazy how she tried to boil everything together and say that men are hating on Megan and saying that the music and all these other things don't matter. But I don't think she understands that certain energies attract certain energies. Whether Klay was a good guy or not, we still can't dismiss what we do as an individual, which allows certain things come into our life. You can't play that game with yourself. And I hope that she is not being this. I hope she's not honest.
Mark Lamar Hill?
Exactly. The rest of them was very much like, the nigga make 100 million, the nigga's handsome, he's famous, he play basketball. Well, duh, that's to be expected. No, what's to be expected is what you said out your mouth. What you committed to. That's what's to be expected. Not because you famous and this, and that. You said this is who you are and this is what you're gonna do. That's what you need to be. When you start doing anything less, you're the problem. That's who should be accountable. To sit here and be like, oh, well, she's stupid. She should have just practiced her discernment. She should have known better.
For sure.
No, what I know is, because at the end of the day,
Hold on. Did he say that he was going to be monogamous? Did he say that he was only going to be with her? We don't understand his side of the story yet because he hasn't said anything. And the fact that when people say that he's an NBA player, it comes with the territory. You see, they don't understand that when you become someone of that stature, that level, you get women thrown at you. So now he actually understands how it feels to damn near be a female now.
Niggas gonna do now when we start as women saying all you niggas are the same, because y'all gonna sit here and be like, oh, she should have. Now when I had to determine and say, you know what, every nigga is like this because that's what y'all telling me. Then y'all gonna get back at us like, well, y'all can't never, now I'm not that type of nigga. You can't, every nigga ain't the same. Pick a side, nigga. These niggas don't know what the f they talking about. They don't know what they really want. When it don't apply to them, they got so much in mouth and so many opinions. And really, I just want everybody to shut the f up. I literally unfollowed the nigga today. He made a whole video, face in the video, dusty looking as a mother, talking about, I'm so serious. He pissed me the talking about, well, this one fucking so much name. She a hoe and da 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 da. You got what you deserve. Nigga, what?
This woman is crazy as hell, and she just I don't think she really hears herself talk because she's acting like Clay is the average man. The average man doesn't move and can't move like Klay Thompson can. Different men are gonna be able to play on different levels. There's no justifying for him playing with the female's heart, but the woman who actually gets in a relationship with him should have some discernment to understand what he is possibly capable of.
What are you talking about? Why are you conflating my whole life to a situation that has nothing to do with nothing else that I've experienced?
So, man, I think
Please get pushed back.
I have so much to say. I really...
No, we can unpack it.
I'm trying not to say the nasty, vile things that I really want to say.
No, I might take you there.
You know.
So I really don't care. However, when I hear you talk about it, in fairness, one, you see all these things on the internet. I talk about this all the time about my interviews.
Mm-hmm.
Fans are fucking delusional.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same with people like it's like you're a fan or you're not a fan. So the people that aren't her fans are delusional. Of course, they're gonna bring up everything. However, we can't ignore what Megan Thee Stallion has shown us.
Yes.
It just is what
Actually,
it is.
we can, because it has nothing to do with this.
Hold up.
That's a goddamn lie. Her sexual past and history completely matters because her dating Klay Thompson, we don't know exactly why he was there. He could have been just trying it out. Her music speaks as if she is to be tried out and not taken seriously. So how can you say it doesn't matter?
What I'm saying is, I'll get it for you, okay? 1 second.
Just some advice, Jay Hill, brother. You don't want to have your daughter there while y'all having these conversations. Y'all are saying some egregious things. She don't need to be hearing this conversation.
I'm saying is, outside of the Tory shooting, because that was wrong, right? She did show us a piece of a character in her that I could see why some people say you deserve that. For example,
For sure.
Like what?
I'm gonna say it.
Let's come on.
So it's not about being cheated on. It's not about that, right?
No, it is though, because that's
I'm
what,
not
that's
making
what,
it, so-
But no. That's why you gotta stay on topic, because you just said.
Alani, please don't make me speak to you again. All right? You know Daddy is working, okay? Can you stay away from Daddy work stuff? All right? Say yes. Okay, thank you. It's
Definitely got to keep the kids off the podcast floor.
when I say I'm on topic though.
No. When you say she deserves what? She deserved what? Tell us what she deserved.
The people who might not like her.
No. You just said we've seen some character traits of her in which she did deserve it. Deserve what? What did she deserve?
So what I'm trying
Just answer the question. What did she deserve?
the public scrutiny.
Yes. She deserved to be criticized because she put the statement out online. Nobody else released it but her. She mentioned about him cheating, cold feet, all that stuff. She didn't have to do that. So when you go public, guess what? You're allowing the internet to get into your business.
So she deserved the public scrutiny, not the cheating.
No, I would never say she deserved cheating. Well, that's what I'm saying. Because it's hard for me to have this conversation because one, yeah, I agree with you. Like Klay Thompson, 300 million, like none of that matters. Like if you are a man of character and this is what you want, this is what you should live by. I'm never going to disagree with that.
I agree with that.
I'm talking to, because you said so much in your points. So now it's like I got to speak to that.
No, I just want to clarify what you were saying. She deserves a public scrutiny.
And I say that because one, she posted it.
Mm-hmm.
Two, honestly, as I don't know if they're talking about this, but the first thing I'm thinking is, I don't know if I'm just believing her right now.
True.
Right? Because I didn't see his
point of view.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he responded. I don't know if he said he didn't cheat, right?
Yeah.
He said, I seen her message cheating is crazy, whatever. You say you can't be monogamous. From all I know, right? He could have been like, yo, I don't want to be monogamous. She wasn't trying to hear that, and he still did his thing, right? I'm telling you, I'm not being monogamous, and now you want to be delusional. Again, I'm making this up, so I'm just saying.
Right.
I just don't know.
So
there's a lot of variables out there that we do not know because we're only hearing it from one side, and we only hearing it from a snippet, and now we're hearing a whole bunch of opinions.
So my bad. So from what we know from Megan, what she's shown us, right? I fuck with Megan, so let's not get this up, but they're gonna do this for the clips. Let me stop making these.
Yeah, be honest. Just be honest, bro. It's too late now. You're already speaking on it.
What we seen from Megan, she did get on Gayle King and lie. I'm not saying it's not understandable. What we see from Megan is she has multiple public relationships.
Yes.
So with all of that being said, people gonna have something to say about you.
Yes.
And that's why I didn't understand the public posting of him cheating. Megan, you've been in the spotlight and you don't like it, bro.
Exactly.
And it's like, but my thing is like, you've been like with the last situation, she literally got on live, cried because like, bro, like people are coming at you, they're picking a side and you don't like it and it's with you. And I empathize with that. But if you know that, then why continue to do the same thing to get you the same result, bro?
So let's
You pour gasoline on the fire. Why?
say this. It's twofold, right? I think in terms of receiving the public scrutiny, sure, I feel like you made the post public, everybody's gonna comment, right? So deserving of the public scrutiny, sure. I mean, that's a pass because that's reality. You're gonna post it.
Duh.
But the reality of it also is that the relationship is public. And they were on social media. And how many times have we watched couples be together on social media and then all of a sudden it just trickles out and then we don't see them no more. Now everybody's like, are they still together? And now everybody's scrutinizing anyway. She was going to get the public scrutiny regardless.
Duh.
Regardless of whether she made a post or not, people were going to start observing her and Clay don't follow each other no more. Her and Clay aren't posting pictures or videos anymore. What's going on? Oh, then it's going to be, I bet you she was fucking around because she's a hoe. I bet you that everybody's going to have all these nasty things to say about her regardless, right? So why not move ahead of it and say, you know what? Hey, I am leaving this situation because I was treated in this way.
No. Well, you already sending a narrative out there. Man, this is disingenuous. How are you going to say that? I might as well go ahead and put it out there that I was treated like this. You ain't have to do that. You could have just left it where it was at and let people wonder. There's plenty of couples there's plenty of celebrity couples that get together and break up and we don't even know about it half of the time.
My perspective. Now, if he wanted to respond, he can. If he don't, he don't. But at the end of the day, when all you have is what she stated. So if from jump, if she stated X, Y, Z, I would see if Clay said, that's a lie, I didn't cheat. Then okay, everybody could then be like, picking a side.
She threw a
There's
narrative.
no side to pick. He didn't ask nobody to pick his side. He didn't say
How are you still going to agree with Megan throwing all this information out and not hold her accountable at all for her actions is crazy to me.
She stated her experience. That's it. That's all. So I get wanting the public scrutiny, but at the end of the day, she's a public figure and everybody's going to be in her business anyway. So why wouldn't I take the narrative and say my own narrative first?
Well, right there, you already told me what type of female that you are. To even set a tone and say that I'm going to put a narrative out before you put a narrative out, is childish as hell. That is retaliation in its most aggressive form. Because now that just shows me that you were never meant to be anything serious. You play games like a child. That's tit for tat. And the fact that she can actually be okay with that is scary.
I mean, again, that's why I say I hate that this is a Megan thing, but also we talk about the Kim, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm not gonna hold back either because I do see a lot of people like trying to like tippy-toe around it, right? Like because
Trying to be very PC.
Yeah, right. So I'm not gonna do that, and I know people won't kill me for this, but it is what it is. This is not me like bashing Megan. I'm just saying what happened, right? So just because she says something, it's not law to me because I've seen other instances of how she act. Like, and again, she's been young. I'm not taking nothing away from her. It just is what it is. We've seen her get drunk and wild out. We've seen these things. So just because you come, and I'm a man, I know what girls do when they're hurt. I'm not saying that she's wrong or she's lying. I'm just saying I'm not just taking it at face value because you for me, because who am I? But for me, you have revoked that from me. Like
we can say the same about you, Jay. We can say the same about Alex. We can say the same about everybody in this world. At the end of the day, we all have passed. We've all lived lives, right? And we've all grown up and we've gone through experiences. We've all been flawed. We've all made mistakes.
For sure.
So to say, oh, I've seen her tell a lie, and because I've seen her tell a lie, now whatever she says, I can't believe. Nigga, I've seen you tell a lie.
I've never seen you tell a lie.
I've seen you tell a lie. I've seen you tell a lie. I've seen you tell plenty of lies, okay?
So
that is crazy to be on a podcast with somebody. Man, you know how, bro, I'm not gonna lie. That's not a good friend. That's not a good homie. That's not a good co-host. Because you're painting a bad picture of me. I don't know what his brand is 100%, but let's say he has an image to uphold. You out here dry snitching to the public. Who are you? Why are you not? You supposed to be on the home court. You supposed to be on my team. And you out here saying stuff like that? That is crazy as hell to me.
I'm just saying, but I'm not gonna sit here and say your word is not your bond. I don't believe in You said just because I've seen you tell a lie before. And granted, I can understand your reasoning for your lies. I understand why you told the lies you've told.
You said too much. Just be quiet.
I've seen circumstances, all the things. So when we do that, we then take away her humanity and say she's not allowed to tell a lie because she's on a public platform. Bro, we're all living.
No, not that though. Like, so for example, I can make it because I don't know about the lies you're talking about, but I can go to something as like I have a known for being a hothead, right? So if I'm in a situation and I'm not a hothead, and most people would be like, well, I mean, I can see that because Jay is a hothead. I could understand that. And I could very much so have the right, but I would have to be like, you know what? I got to eat that. So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but you also...
Let me piggyback real quick before she even respond to that. This is why a lot of guys are afraid to share certain things with females because they use it as ammunition. And yeah, you might have some real ones that, you know, keep your secrets all, you know, locked tight. But you got some blurt it right out. And they're going to use it at the wrong moments, which is right now. You talking about Meg Thee Stallion, Klay Thompson. These people, you do not know them. They are celebrities. They're just people that you're watching from a fucking screen, and you got to nerve the goddamn dry snitch on your homie. Crazy to me.
Defend yourself, and you make it very clear. I've grown since then.
For sure.
I'm not that person anymore, and you don't want to be held to that standard, do you?
I don't, but I do.
So then why do you do that to somebody else?
I don't want to be held to the standard because I don't think it's fair. But as a mature adult,
you're a hypocrite right now.
No, hear me. I don't. We are all hypocrites, but like I'm being super.
I get that.
Again, I don't
but
think
when you can recognize that you've been in a hypocritical space, you should correct it.
No, it's not about that. Hear me out. I think where we go wrong, I say this a lot because I'm just vulnerable. I'm transparent with my emotions. My point is, I'm saying that I don't want to be held to that because it doesn't feel good. However, shout out to Jamila. However, I would understand why I'm held to that. You get it's two different things. I don't want to be held to it because it don't feel good. Yeah. But I can understand it. I put that on myself.
It's reality.
You can say that you understand it, but also when you're in spaces, you would be like, I've proven myself in other times. I've had plenty of more conversations and I've done plenty more opportunities where I haven't been a hothead.
But that's not for us to, I feel like that's not for us to defend on her. That's for her to say.
Right. So
go ahead,
my bad.
But I think that the thing that to me that I'm looking at, one, I don't give a really, if we honestly and truly don't give a we gotta
stop saying we don't care because we talking about it. Let's just be honest as to what we saying. Who cares if you don't give a but if you about to respond on it, respond authentic and true about it.
That's right.
Facts.
I think more so what it is with her in this particular situation, when I saw it, I saw you post too. It's just like, I wish you didn't say anything publicly, right? Like you just would have went your separate ways. We know a bunch of people that have public relationships, breakups, things of that nature. Some end well, some not so well, right? But with somebody with her history, right? It's just...
When you say her history, what are you talking about?
As far as like history of things being public, like her personal life being public and things of that nature.
This nigga tiptoeing around the truth.
Just encounters in general, whether she right or wrong.
Not necessarily talking about like just dating life,
just
but
encounters,
just right? Beefs and things of that nature.
Y'all do know, this is the thing. This is what I don't understand.
Hold on.
Because you saying her history, and I need y'all to stop doing that because everybody famous has a history that we've kept up with.
But can I finish my point?
Some are cleaner than others.
So when I say her history, it's just more so from an understanding that like you have been in the limelight and things of that nature, right? Give yourself time to heal so that before you address it, right? Because
y'all don't even know when they broke up.
Also, cool. But then you also... Like he just said, you invite people into the conversation that you don't want. You know what I'm saying? Like this is something that clearly affects you.
She ain't said she didn't want it. She might be dropping the album.
But this also so even if that's the case,
so that lets you that makes her even more of a horrible person. Why are you about to air out Klay Thompson just for an album drop? That means you were never wife material. If you going out putting out all these statements of what just the initial statement about him getting cold feet cheating, you already not classified as wifey material because I need one that's going to be private, hold it down, be nice, feminine, secure about it. I don't need somebody air blasting me to the world when I'm a professional athlete and I have influence.
I think she has said it.
But even if that's the case, that's the word I was looking for. You diminish your credibility because on one end, I'm seeing you cry on live about people talking about you online, and then you do this. It's like at this point, I don't believe nothing you're saying because now it's like, do you care people in your business or you don't? Because clearly, every time you get a chance, you do something publicly for people to have something to say. So you clearly like it. So now next time you say, I don't want people in my business, again,
We don't
I'm gonna be
believe you.
wrong for saying you're lying.
Yeah.
It's like, bro,
No, but the reality of it is and that's the thing. Again, that's conflating. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because you said every chance you get, you got people in your business. The reality of it is y'all don't know what this lady is going through behind closed doors. Y'all don't know how much business she got that y'all could be in. You
Well, why make it public?
don't know. We don't know when they broke up. You don't know how long ago they've been apart. You don't know if her and he had already had a conversation and she said, I'm going to move forward and I'm going to make a... We don't know anything. This is all speculation. Mother always got something to say when really all you need to go off is face value of what was presented to you. That's it. But again, everybody want to take it and say, this could be, this could be, this could be. The reality of it is, what really, the fact of it is, she made the post. That's what you should be talking about.
So my thing is, and
But
right now we have
frustrated.
this back and forth because it's not about Megan per se.
Yeah, I really don't
it's
care
just
about
I'm
the
talking
other
to your points, right? So
Yeah.
we're talking about Megan. When you
All right,
say
so
face
wait.
value, hold up, but when you say face value, what does that mean, right? Because again, if I fought 1 million people, right, or if I instigated 5 fights, and then I go out here and be like, man, I don't know, like niggas out here instigating fights. Like face value is not just that post, Janae. You know what I'm saying? So face value, I'm thinking of, okay, now you said a nigga cheat on you. Also, face value is all of the guys that you dated in the public. That's face value, right? So now one could say, well, clearly what they say, if you dated 5, 6 niggas and they never worked, then clearly you're the problem. That could be face value. Also, face value is, I'm saying face value isn't just what she posted. Face value is everything that I see you for.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Again.
Yeah, take everything.
I don't give a damn about the situation. It's just
We'll have to keep saying that. We understand. None of us give a damn about them breaking up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know why they keep saying that. I don't give a damn. Stop doing that. Stop trying to save face. Be honest and just be true to what you're trying to say. The public don't care. They just, if you're gonna talk about it, they want your authentic opinion.
I don't care about them breaking up. What I care about is people's presentation of how they're interpreting and treating the breakup.
I love that.
And
all I'm saying is I think they entitled to that for what she showed us. That's for sure.
What I'm saying is everybody that feels entitled to express themselves and you're doing it ignorantly and you're being a ass and a ass nigga about it.
What makes them a nigga about it though? Because they have an opinion on her that you don't?
Exactly.
No, not that I don't. It's because you have a bitch ass opinion. For example, if you sit here saying, oh, because you've dated 8 other guys, you deserve to be cheated on, you're a
Okay, that's dumb.
That's everybody,
okay.
and that's exactly what you just say with the nigga she dated. So what? How many girlfriends have you had? And outside of girlfriends you've had, how many women have you dated? How many girlfriends have you had? How many women have you dated? I don't understand why everybody is like, oh, but you publicly dated. Who the cares? I'm a public figure.
Janae,
Everything I do is public. So you're not gonna sit here and make it seem like I'm not a human and I don't walk earth and do the same shit you do.
I'm not trying.
She tweaking. She make everything way too personal. She damn near trying to bring up everybody personal experiences onto the podcast and now add that into Megan and Clay's experience and now their own personal experiences. I think she is still being disingenuous. She don't want to see the truth. She don't want to acknowledge the truth that your past does matter. And I'm not saying anybody deserves for anything to happen to them, but don't get mad when you start bringing certain entities into your life based on the book that you have created.
To like defend stupidness, right? But I suffer from this so I can understand. Sometimes niggas don't be meaning what they say.
And
like I
that's
think
fine.
their wording be wrong. So the same thing you're saying, right? If somebody was to say, well, now I'm questioning your decision making because you've dated like
I think I'm gonna leave it right there, y'all. I don't really want to hear no more. I think I've already reacted what I really want to react to. But I really want y'all thoughts on this because the battle continues between who was wrong between Meg and Klay Thompson. And like I said, man, we don't have enough variables to really understand exactly what went down. If Klay was trying to say he wanted to be monogamous, couldn't stand up to it, then he could have some fault in that if he was selling some form of a dream. You know, that's just like if I had a daughter and somebody selling my daughter a dream, I don't want that to happen. But at the same time, you have Megan Thee Stallion's, her persona that she created and the way how she carried herself online, she's going to attract certain type of energies. All that stuff matters. I don't understand how as a human being, you don't understand how the laws of attraction work. So if you don't have certain discernment as to what guys you bring into your life because of how you present yourself, you lack understanding of reality. You can't blame nobody but yourself at the same time. So I think it's so many variables, but ultimately I'm always still gonna kind of have a finger pointed at Meg, just being honest, because I see where she could have made better decisions into her choosing how she carries herself. if she really wanted Clay, I don't know why like I said, I don't know if it's cheating for sure. Why not fight for him if he's such a catch? That means that you still think you're the winner, which in some guys' eyes you might be, but in the guys' eyes that you might really want, you probably just another slow Tuesday. There's so many beautiful women out there. If we just talk about looks, personality, you can find that as well. So you have to be careful when it comes down to seeking the one that you really want and understanding that it's less of him and more of you. So make sure y'all like the video, comment below. I'll have this link in the description. Y'all can watch it in its entirety. Make sure I hype the video. And I want to get y'all thought process on this, man. How did you feel about his response to her response? I think that the guys were definitely holding back. I don't know if they're afraid of her or something like that, but you could tell that they really want to dive all the way in, because they could have, like some of the other responses that we've heard from some of the other podcasts that we reacted to on this situation. But let me get y'all thoughts on this. This is your guy JayBReacts, and until next time, y'all, peace.